I never liked to play with boys. I'm one that would, I enjoyed playing with dolls and, making the dolls' hair and things like that.
You can always see that Pana, when he grew up, she's just like a girl, working like a girl, working like a girl. When she takes something to play, when she plays with something, it's always like a girl.
For him, it was always he played with girls, so he just realized that he was just different. And then he accepted him being different.
And ke gona gape ya tla go bona mo di photong tsa gago gore nema o tonka next ba ga go khone gore nka mo dira sepe ka gore ya le ke gone ke le mo ga mo di photong gore nyama motho no mo so gola hela ya lo ka 18 ya gago e.
We've always known this guy.
Yeah.
We've always known him.
Yeah.
We used to walk past him when we go to school.
Yeah.
He passes our house when he goes to school and
we go the opposite direction. Yeah.
So we always knew this bright flamboyant guy.
Tall. Very tall. Yeah.
Like every morning, clean, walking upright, going to school.
During my adolescent stage, that's where I picked up that I'm actually homosexual, where I got to experience, fantasizing about boys instead of girls, and I would see myself being in a relationship with another male individual.
Ke bone gore o na le phetogo ha godile yana a seno gola yana ke bile gone ke re bonang gore Pana ke motho o mongwe
go ne le mathatanyana gore ke tloele 18 ya gagwe gore ano na santse ana di a tsamaya le bankana ba gagwe yana from the school wa bona ba na tsena sekolo le bona ke bone ba na tsamaya le bona no ba nkopisa tlhogo ka gore ba mo rata thata no nkala go tlitsela yana mo jarting
ke ile ka etsa sentle ya le re mmona gore ga se moshimanya no re mo amogetse sentle hela.
After high school, Pana started to be less flamboyant one. Very much like with a lot of gay people.
My another brother is just like Pana. So maybe when Pana grows up, maybe we take this thing from him. But when I see it's not like that.
We as gay people, we have a magnet. We click. If I see that there's a gay person passing by, as like that magnet attract, I will see that, that's family. Yes, that's how we operate. So already from his childhood, I saw that in him by growing up until this age.
It was a matter of he paved the way at home, but me being informed already by the situation. So he was there to support.
I suppose from myself, growing up as one myself, people are already aware of myself. And so from him, it's very much easy.
And one time he came with my brother. That one I said it was just like Pana. He came to me and said, "Mommy, I want to tell you something." And he told me that, "Mama, I'm not a boy really. I can't say what's happened with me, but I'm not so normal like a boy. I just like to play with girls in life. I don't want to play with boys." So I said, "Okay, well, I will just ask your father when will he accept you like that?"
Go tloela Pana ke gone ke bona gore no man ga se Pana hela in mo botshelo mo se batho ba intsi ke morahi ba no wa bona ka gore le uncle wa gago le ne e ke motho wa 18 wa bona le butu wa gago ngwana ga o butu wa.
I sat down with my father and I explained to him what the situation is with me and what my sexual orientation is. Then he said, "I don't have a problem, you are my child, but now my wish would be that you do other things which related for me to do. For example, me having to carry the family name. I had to promise him that even though I get married, I would never change my surname." With regards to my sexuality, I never got to to actually sit down and explain to my grandmother about my sexuality. It just came in naturally, where we sit and discuss about issues, and then he said to me, when are you bringing your girlfriend? And I'm like, no, Granny, I'll never bring a girlfriend. I'll rather bring a boyfriend. And he said, why a boyfriend? I said, no, Granny, I'm gay. He said, no, it's fine. I understand. It will pass.
Hela mar baby lo ne are ke sebe kile ka ba bolla botle somebody different tsa ha go one day gore ke sebe mar ganka re ba re tsa ba ntse la tlhogo ba ile ba gola hela jalo ba ntse ba tshela ka bophelo ba go phela.
I've asked myself, maybe the thing is at me, maybe I've do something wrong, you see. Maybe when Pana just be a normal man, maybe it's because of me. But when I go to my knees and ask to my God, God, if it's me, just forgive me, because I don't know what's happening.
Nobody chooses to be gay. You either born that way, but you just don't adapt to be that. It's all in your genes, the makeup in your genes.
Sometimes Pana told me that, Mama, that some organs is not going well. That's nothing wrong with me. Don't worry about that, or maybe you think it's you. So I'm just a normal person, you see. So I then be glad to have that to Pana hearing that. So it's not me, it's just a normal thing.
Being gay, it's a form of sexual identity, yes, which is clustered into your sexual orientation. It would depend on your sexual orientation.
And as we grew up, everybody has his and her feelings. We differ in life. Should that person feel you want to be with a woman, you want to be with a man? I just can't say, no, don't go with this guy, go with this girl. Everyone has his right. It's your choice. It's how you feel. You cannot decide for another person for the next person. No, which is wrong.
It's the inner you, and I hope that people can understand that. It's difficult for you to explain how you feel when it comes to your sexual preference, for example. You know, it boils down to you as a person be able to explain and express yourself. But now, for somebody to actually give that perspective, to say that no, it's people with a crisis, you know, it's not on.
Pana is very comfortable with him and who we are, and I don't think people's perception with him being gay really have a negative impact or a negative effect on it.
You have your classifications within the whole sexuality spectrum, which categorized homosexual people to be gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and intersex.
I'm always telling that in religion, God doesn't like that. Don't choose you because you are a human being. God created you like that. So I must just accept it, because you must live your life. Nothing must stand in front of you, because when you live for once. So you must enjoy your life like you are.
I believe that being gay is not a choice. It's something that it's in you as a person, and it's something that that you feel as an individual, and hope that people would understand that. And for some, would be difficult for them to explain. So I would not say that you ask for it, but or you took a decision to say that I want to be gay.
The day when he walked in, you could see that he's different. But it never mattered. It never mattered, because I looked at him as this young person that can bring something to our component.
Challenges that the LGBTI face within the Northern Cape is a lot of hate crime, a lot of stigma, that within your deep rural areas where you get homosexual people not treated as South African citizens. For instance, your Tapelo Makutle incident that happened in Kurman.
Being different doesn't necessarily mean you have to be treated differently. That is just how I feel. You have to accept people for who and what they are.
A lot of stigma with regards to the health service sectors, that you get into a hospital and then you don't get treatment because of your homosexual people who not give you treatment.
As a society, sometimes we can be very cruel in terms of having our own perceptions, labeling people, not willing to explore what the person can really bring to the community.
Lesbian people tend to be raped, and then corrective sex would be an issue where people would think that when they rape them, it would be a deal for them to change.
Re bule pelo botlhoko ka yona bolawa ko kudumane. Pelo tsa rena di le botlhoko tota. Re gopola gore batho ba ba bolaelang bana ba ga ba tlele motho mo tseleng, ba ke batho ba bantle, ba itshela di-perfume tse ding ga monate, ke bophelo jwa bona.
Mo setšhabeng nna ke bone a ka kry-a probleme because ke motho o tlwaetseng kore o godile yaka nna o na le tlhompho wa bona. So a motho o na le tlhompho, sengwe le sengwe sa gago a go se dira moso ka tlhompho, a se go nna bonolo gore o bolawe ha o le dira selo sa gago sengwe le sengwe ka tlhompho.
I think we're more of a learned generation, so we are more entitled to know opinion. So and at schools we get taught about these things, so we understood, and it made it easier for us because we are people who embrace people the way that they are, regardless of who you are. So for us, it's really not a stereotype. We couldn't care less what they say or how they get treated, because what matters is how do we treat them in our circle, because they're close to us.
Should that person say that I'm not doing right? If he says so, let him or her live with it, whilst that I'm knowing that I'm having a good life of myself.
I personally feel that it's about the lack of education around the issue of homosexuality.
Because as I remember,
He's not the president of the LGBTI, the president of the LGBTI now, presently. Yes. He worked himself up to a standard that nobody can even understand in no time.
I saw the need within our society that people need to be informed with regards to issues instead of just not wanting to understand issues. So I saw a need to create platforms that the LGBTI community can tap into and really speak about. Then that's where the initiative come for of my commitment of actually dedicating time.
Anong ga ke itse gore na batho ba nna ke bona le batho hela ka rona hela ke ka gore hela acting ya bone isa ana ke acting engwe hela e rona re sa eating wa bona.
He deserves an award. He deserves an award because I think his ability to take every gay person in, and his home has become a home for everybody. I mean, we all go there and you find people with the most profound stories that they have to tell. They feel so comfortable. He's a total stranger, but they can share them with him.
Most of them, they are coming at my house. When they are thrown away at home, they come at my place and come stay with me. So I accept them. I just stay with them and then I give them everything when I can.
We do a lot of dialogues. We do outreach programs, content distributions. We speak about, the sexuality, sexual orientation. What we do is we also build platforms, dialogues with communities.
For me, I think it's a sin because God doesn't want that men must become with men and women must become.
Now, what we do is we advocate as well, where we give them an opportunity to put complaints, and then we table these complaints where we create platforms, for example, with government, and we raise those kind of issues. Also try to advocate for them to get proper health service when they get to clinics, and for them to be able to get a friendly approach when they go to these clinics.
He's very influential, and I think that's what it is. So it means with him being influential, he's able to instill things in people. So he's able to cause a move. So I think it's going to tie into what he needs to become in the future and how he's going to be. Because he needs to understand that what he's busy with right now, he's busy creating a revolutionary movement. So he's doing what Mandela's they had their own battles then, which was apartheid, and that's what they were doing. So right now, his battles are different. So he's an activist in the space.
The other main event that we actually do as the organization is the Musgay Northern Cape, where we actually use that platform to educate the community at large.
They had this Musgay show that he's organizing it. So he asked me to be a judge, and I went there and I was a judge for the first Musgay function that he organized. And there I could see even his capability in terms of being a great organizer as well.
It has sensitized a lot of community members where they are coming to the fore, trying to understand the issue better, you know, having talks, engagement, and more involvement in assisting to actually kill the stigma within other societies. They even come and advocate for us when the need comes.
I think gays are more interesting than
Normal people. Yeah.
and normal people in general because you would want to be a gay friend. I mean, if you do not have a gay friend, there's something seriously wrong with you. Like, you need to have a gay friend.
And I agree with
gay
you.
friends are like, I wouldn't say
They're a breath of fresh air, man.
Oh my word.
Yeah. They're a breath of fresh air because, like, they're the most carefree people regardless of the circumstances that they're faced with. They always find a way to look past everything. And over the past couple of months, we've been through a lot of things together. Happy things, sad things. But we were able to just like, these people, they're a breath of fresh air. You just want to be with them. You're guaranteed to laugh.
The LGBTI community faces challenges where these rights that the government has tabled are not executed right for them. For example, in your health sector, in your justice sector, we have an issue where you get raped, then the justice system would say to you that it was not rape.
I mean, why should prostitutes have rights? Why should women have rights? Everybody has a right. We're all human, despite their sexuality. Regardless that you're gay, being gay does not make you less of a person to have rights. We all have rights.
You must feel as any other citizen within South Africa. And I believe then the rights would speak about each and every individual, no matter your color, your race, your gender, or whatever. It says to you, it's about you being a South African citizen at the end of the day. So each and every person has the right that was tabled that comes with the responsibility. So your sexuality doesn't determine how you should be treated.
He's very passionate about people. He loves gay people. He loves straight people. He loves lesbian people. I don't know who he doesn't love. He just takes everybody in, and it's rare to see somebody who's passionate this much. In the short time that I've known him, he's got too much passion, and he loves what he does, and he does it from the bottom of his heart.
Help me to help another so that South Africa can be a better place. So sometimes it can be hard for me to always help, and I feel the pressure at times, but I sit down and say, if I don't do this, who will do it? So it's for me to be a voice to the voiceless.
Pana himself is a brighter future on his own. Like I said, Pana is the president of the LGBTI.
For me, I see myself as a custodian for human rights specifically. We would make people to understand, the LGBTI issues around South Africa. Getting tired, it's not about me being a while doing that. It's just the passion and seeing that, there's a need, that, communities needs to be educated.
Look past his orientation, or the fact that he's different. Look at what he's capable of, and him as a person, because he's a very loving person, and he don't get offended very easily.
Pana will go. You will go abroad. Individually, he has a little. He has brains that he can use wisely, and he can go forward.
Like when you mention apartheid, you'll mention Nelson Mandela. When you mention gay revolutionary movements, Pana's name needs to come in mind. And that's where I'm seeing him. And I'm saying that's where I'm placing him. So his passion will get him recognized. People will know about him. They will know who he is.
Re mo eleletsa makgogolong gore modimo o mo ekeletse malatsi a gago a gole mo botshelong e itshwarehela yaka a ntse ya ka ntse yana a itshwarehela jalo.
I was very worried because I was looking that maybe sometime I will get some grandchildren and he will be married one day maybe. But when I look at it, what his relationship is not what I was thinking, see, then I will just say, no, it's good, he can just go on with his life. Because I don't look for grandchildren anymore.
With regards to who he is and what he's doing, I think he's doing more than enough. Whether a kid is there or not,
it doesn't matter.
He'll go down knowing that someone like him lived in this lifetime.
I would like to see South Africa being a better place for each and everyone. Whether you are pink or white, black, what culture you are, but South Africa be a better place for everyone.